My next guest is Katja. We recently did a clinical study, and I invited her because I wanted to clarify a little bit more about the clinical study, the research, the ingredients functionality. Katja, welcome.
Hello.
I have prepared a set of questions for you.
Yeah.
And the first one is, what makes a clinical study and claims credible in our industry?
There are several factors regarding that credibility. I think first, with which I should start, is that it is done by credible external institution. That
So
there
in-house
no,
studies?
no, that is not done in-house,
Okay.
because there is always danger of doing it too biased if it's in-house. So it should be done by an institution that has proper quality control, and that it is done according to good clinical practice and according to Helsinki Declaration. So there are quite a few viewpoints that should be taken into account. And it is also important, the most reliable clinical studies are double-blind. That means that neither the volunteers, neither the investigators know which product receives sub-volunteer.
Okay.
So it is blind by this side. And it should be also placebo-controlled. So you should always have a comparison without active ingredients. So only in that way you can be sure that the effects that you observe are due to the active ingredients that are in your product incorporated.
So a clinical study that says expert opinion was that there was a significant change on the skin.
Yeah, that is not.
Is it false or is it true?
They could actually detect that, but there should always be some point, some control with which you can compare these results. So let's say also if there is an opinion study, there should be a group of subjects that received a product that was placebo and product that was active.
Okay.
And if the effects also in regard, if it's only opinion, if opinion was much better than in a placebo group, then you can say that probably there is effect. But the important is also to have a proper statistical analysis of these results. So, and I would say also if there is a more objective measurement of the effect, you should use this objective rather than subjective, like an opinion. So
what about the timing of the clinical study? When should we do it? Do we do it in like end of the winter time and then we measure the results during the spring?
Yeah, that is also important. If we are considering the skin, there are seasonal differences that are natural. Let's say skin hydration is getting worse when we are approaching winter, and it is getting better when we are going to summer. Okay. So if you start the study in the winter and go to do it into the summertime, the skin will get better anyway.
By itself.
So yeah, by itself. So for that reason, it is also very important to have a placebo. So if you can observe that the effect of the product is better than the placebo, then you can say that this is due to the product. But otherwise, you can say that because there is a natural cycle in the skin, and sometimes it is, you see such studies that don't have a placebo control, no proper statistical evaluations.
We read about them, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
But you know, it's very easy for me to pretend smart because I learned this stuff from you.
Yeah.
But I actually think that from a consumer point of view, it's very tough to understand.
Yeah, it is very tough to understand, also to pick the good results and or good studies and unreliable studies. So, yeah.
So my next question is related to there's a lot of ingredients out there that have a clinical study. But should companies just take the ingredient, take the clinical study, apply it to their brand, or should they do a formulation type of clinical study?
It is important to research the effects of ingredient itself, but if you know that it should work in one way or another, then it is very important also to test the formulation, because the formulation or matrix in which these actives are included can influence bioavailability of the ingredients a lot, sometimes up to several times. There could be
just
up
by
to
changing the form and thermically processing something.
We have seen also the products that at the end there was no active ingredient because of the manipulations and such things. Yes. So, I have done several studies also where it was the bioavailability of the ingredient was influenced significantly by the matrix in which it was included. So we can see a huge difference. So it is important to test the formulation that is quite similar to the final formulation. I wouldn't say if you add some other aroma or additional sugar, a bit of additional sugar or something like that, it doesn't change it so much. But if you drastically change the formulation, it could be. It depends on the ingredient.
But are there cases where combining two ingredients you get the extra benefit? Have you noticed something like that?
Yes. Yes. We have also, we get this support, the effect that one, it is synergistic effect, that one component is supporting the other, so it is absorbed better, or it is better protected to enter the system, or they can support each other. So it could be, the end result could be better if you have a combination than if you test one and the other and just put it together.
Because we do a lot of collagen formulations, and this is something that we come upon when we discuss collagen, and especially from a dermatologic point of view. So ingestible collagen or topical collagen, a collagen cream or a supplement with collagen. What do you think the end consumer will benefit more? Where are better results?
It is the effects that we can expect from ingesting collagen or putting in it topically are totally different. These are two different stories. I would say if you use collagen topically and expect that the skin will get its own collagen because it will absorb it. It is. I would give comparison. It is similar than throwing bricks into the house and expecting house to build itself. It doesn't incorporate into our own dermis and build our own collagen, but it is very useful as a moisturizer and also film maker. So in some cosmetic products, due to the collagen, you get this film-making and tightening effect, but it is lasts only as long as it is on the skin. If you wash your face, it goes away. But if you ingest collagen, you actually provide the body with the building blocks that can be used to build its own proteins, not only collagen, also the other, but also collagen among them. And so you provide, it enters the digestive system and it's broken down to amino acids, but partially it stays in the form of 2 or 3 amino acids. So those are D and tripeptides that are short fragments of collagen, and it was shown that it can be absorbed also and enter our own circulation. And it provide those three antipeptides provide signals for our own collagen synthesis, so it accelerates our collagen synthesis. So here we have two effects. On one hand, building blocks, and on the other hand, signals that the body should build its own collagen.
But so when somebody says that collagen ingesting it doesn't work,
we have seen in our clinical study that we have done for your company that the results are quite great.
This has been a mystery for some time. People questioned
this was quite
functionality of the ingredient.
Huge clinical study, and we got better effects than I was expecting, I must say. So
I'm glad to hear that. And I have to say, I didn't pay for this comment, that comparison with the bricks and everything, but it was a good one. Vegan collagen, what do you think about it?
We must make clear that there is no vegan collagen because the plants don't have collagen for its supportive tissue. So they have other components, so you can get collagen from vegan sources. Actually, those name vegan collagen is usually used for some mixture of amino acids that are found in collagen, maybe some other ingredients that promote collagen synthesis, but it is not collagen. So maybe with vegan collagen you can provide those building blocks like amino acids, but you don't, on the other hand, you don't get this effect for collagen stimulation by these short collagen fragments, which is very important, I think.
Okay, interesting. So if we wrap it up, does it make sense for a skincare company to enter the ingestible? Do ingestible complement the topical cosmetics?
Yeah, I think it is wise to support the body with all the nutrients that it needs. So beauty starts from within, I would say, because the first step is to provide all the necessary nutrients to build its own biomolecules, and then you can add these cosmetics to improve further the skin and also help to fight all the outside external influences, because the skin is in constant.
So the topical would be, let's say, from my very naive perspective, topical is a shield.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Ingestible would be building blocks from the inside.
Yeah, but it should be so, but the cosmetic is also getting more and more effective. So if you use some ingredients, some actives in proper formulation, you can also get those things into the dermis, let's say. But it is more like for stimulation to start the regeneration process. But on the other side, you still need these building blocks to be this regeneration effective. So you can't provide building blocks from the topical application. Yeah. So first the nutrition and also maybe supplementation, and then the skin care, which is also very important, let's say, for UV protection. You can get those from the nutrients.
Yeah, you
you need
but
a
you
shield.
Could maybe regenerate the skin.
Yeah, and also if you can support, you can improve its photoprotective activity, but it can be compared to this cosmetic products with SPF. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Especially I like the comment with the brick.
Thank you.
I will repeat it a couple of times now in the meetings.
I'm glad to be your guest.
To have you again as a guest at this podcast, because I think you can really enlighten us with scientific data.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you for listening. Bye.